Seniors over 60. How to create a budget. Friendly grocery list. Why grocery shopping gets harder after 60 and how to take back control. Let's face it, staying on a budget after 60 isn't always easy. Groceries seem more expensive every week, and even the basics milk, eggs, fresh produce quickly add up. You walk into the store with a plan, but somehow leave with a cart full of things you didn't mean to buy, and a receipt longer than your shopping list. If you've ever stood in the checkout line wondering, how did I just spend so much? You are not alone. But here's the good news. There is a smarter way to shop. In this video, we're going to show you simple, proven strategies to help you stretch every dollar, fill your pantry with healthy, affordable foods, and take control of your grocery budget without giving up the meals you love. Whether you're living on retirement income, managing rising prices, or just trying to shop with more intention, this guide is for you. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's walk through how to make every grocery trip a victory for your health and your wallet. Budgeting 101, the foundation of smart grocery shopping. Before we dive into sales, discounts, and smart shopping tricks, let's start with the foundation. Because when it comes to grocery shopping on a budget, the real savings begin long before you step into the store. First, let's talk budget. How much should you actually be spending on groceries? There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but here's a simple rule of thumb. Look at your monthly income and subtract fixed expenses like rent, utilities, medications, and transportation. What's left is your flexible spending, and a portion of that should go toward food. For many seniors, a realistic grocery budget might fall between $40 to $70 per week, depending on your dietary needs and whether you're shopping for one or two. The key is knowing your number and sticking to it. Next up, meal planning. This one step can change everything. When you sit down once a week to plan your meals, you reduce waste, avoid unnecessary purchases, and make sure you're eating balanced, nutritious food. You don't have to plan every single bite, just a few main meals and snacks to rotate. Think of meals you already enjoy and know how to cook. For example, a simple lentil soup with frozen spinach, brown rice with stir-fried veggies, overnight oats with fruit. These are affordable, healthy, and easy to prepare. They can be made in batches to last several days. And here's the secret weapon: the grocery list. It may sound simple, but a well-planned list is one of the most powerful tools you have. When you shop with a list based on your meal plan, you're far less likely to fall into impulse buys, those extra cookies or fancy sauces that weren't part of the plan, but somehow sneak into the cart. Stick to your list like it's a grocery map. It saves time, keeps your spending in check, and helps you feel in control, not overwhelmed. So before we even walk down the first aisle, here's your first mission. Know your grocery budget. Plan simple, healthy meals. And always bring your list. These 3 habits alone can save you hundreds over time, and they only take 20 minutes a week. Smart shopping starts at home, and you're already off to a great start. Plan smart, spend less. The secret to grocery success. Once you've got your budget and your grocery list, what's next? It's all about planning with purpose, because when you plan smart, you spend smart. First, let's talk about prioritizing essentials. You don't need a fancy pantry filled with specialty items to eat well. What you do need are a few versatile, affordable ingredients that work in multiple meals. Think of it like building blocks. Beans, high in protein, fiber-rich, and budget-friendly. Rice, especially brown rice or wild rice, which are nutritious and filling. Frozen vegetables, just as healthy as fresh, but they last longer and cost less. These staples can be used in dozens of meal soups, stir-fries, grain bowls, and more. Now, here's where you can really save money. Cook at home. It's no secret that eating out even just a few times a week can quickly blow up your budget. But cooking at home doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Try simple recipes like A one-pot lentil stew, oven-roasted veggies with herbs, scrambled eggs with spinach and toast. Not only are these meals healthier, but you'll also know exactly what's in them. And the savings? They add up fast. Here's another smart trick. Buy what's in season. Fruits and vegetables that are in season are usually fresher, more flavorful, and way more affordable. For example, in the summer, stock up on zucchini, tomatoes, and berries. In the fall, look for sweet potatoes, apples, and squash. Seasonal produce is often grown locally. Towhitch means fewer preservatives and more nutrients. If you can plan your meals around what's in season and what's on sale, you're not just eating better, you're shopping like a pro. So remember, stick with affordable staples, cook more meals at home, and lean into what nature's giving you this season. That's the power of planning. It's not about restriction, it's about freedom. The freedom to eat well, feel good, and still stay on budget. Shop like a pro. Save more every time you buy. So, you've planned your meals, made your list, and know your budget. Now it's time for the fun part, shopping smart. Because how you shop makes all the difference. First tip, shop around. Prices can vary a lot between stores, even on everyday items like bread, milk, and produce. Take a little time to compare. You might find that your local discount store has better prices on canned goods, while another store offers fresh produce at lower cost. And don't forget to sign up for store loyalty programs. They're free, and they often give you access to special deals, digital coupons, or points toward future discounts. A few cents here and there might not seem like much, but week after week it adds up. Next, use coupons and discounts, but the smart way. Gone are the days of clipping paper ads, unless you enjoy that. These days, many stores have apps or websites with digital coupons you can apply with a single click. There are also free websites like coupons.com, Flip, or even cashback apps like Ibotta that reward you for items you already buy. Set a weekly reminder to check these deals before your shopping trip. Just 5 minutes of planning could save you $10, $20 each week. And here's a big one. Consider buying in bulk, but only for the right items. Buying big bags of rice, beans, oats, or toilet paper can be a great way to save if you have the space to store it, and if you know you'll use it. A 10-pound bag of brown rice might last you 2 months, but a 5-pound tub of yogurt? That might expire before you finish it. The rule of thumb is simple. Buy in bulk when the item is shelf-stable, freezes well, or you use it regularly. Avoid bulk purchases on perishables, unless you're splitting with a friend or freezing portions. Smart shopping doesn't mean chasing every bargain. It means knowing which ones make sense for you. So the next time you shop, compare prices, use digital discounts, and be strategic about bulk buying. With just a little effort, you'll be saving money each week and shopping with confidence, not confusion. Pantry power. What to keep on hand for healthy, cheap meals. One of the best ways to save money and reduce stress is to have the right ingredients already at home. That way, even on your busiest or most tired days, you'll always have what you need to make a healthy, satisfying meal. Let's start with a true budget hero, frozen and canned goods. Don't let the freezer section fool you. Frozen fruits and vegetables are just as nutritious as fresh ones. In fact, they're often frozen at peak ripeness, locking in vitamins and flavor. And they last for months, so you don't have to worry about spoilage. Keep bags of frozen spinach, peas, or mixed veggies on hand for quick stir-fries, soups, or omelets. Canned foods are another smart choice, especially things like beans, tomatoes, corn, and even canned fruits in water. They're inexpensive, require no prep, and are perfect for last-minute meals. Just remember to rinse canned beans to reduce sodium, or choose low-salt options when possible. Next up, whole grains. These are the foundation of many affordable, heart-healthy meals. Stock up on brown rice, a great base for stir-fries or grain bowls. Quinoa, rich in protein and cooks quickly. Old-fashioned oats, perfect for breakfast or even baked treats. Whole grains are filling, versatile, and shelf-stable, making them ideal for seniors who want to eat well without spending a lot. Finally, let's talk about your pantry staples. Think of your pantry as your backup plan, your personal emergency meal kit that keeps you prepared, even when the fridge is empty. Some must-haves include dried beans or lentils, high in fiber, protein, and extremely cost-effective. Canned tomatoes, great for sauces, soups, and casseroles. Cooking oils, like olive or canola oil for heart health. Basic spices, garlic powder, paprika, oregano, black pepper. With just a few pantry staples, you can create dozens of meals without needing fancy ingredients. Stocking up doesn't mean buying everything at once. You can slowly build your collection by adding just 1-2 items per week. Over time, you'll create a kitchen that's ready for anything, and you'll be less tempted to order takeout or run out for something you forgot. So remember, frozen and canned foods are your budget-friendly backup. Whole grains keep you full and energized, and a well-stocked pantry makes home cooking easier than ever. These smart options aren't just affordable, they're powerful tools to help you eat well every single day. Eat well on a budget. Health doesn't have to be expensive. Eating on a budget doesn't mean giving up on your health. In fact, some of the healthiest choices you can make are also some of the most affordable if you know what to look for. Let's start with a simple rule that makes a big difference. Avoid highly processed foods. Things like frozen dinners, boxed snacks, deli meats, or sugary cereals might seem convenient, but they often come with a high price both for your wallet and your health. They're usually packed with sodium, preservatives, and empty calories. And here's the kicker: they often cost more per serving than a home-cooked meal made from whole ingredients. So what can you do instead? Choose healthy, affordable alternatives. For example, replace ground beef with lentils in tacos, soups, or pasta sauce. Swap chicken breast for chickpeas in salads or wraps. Use oats instead of sugary granola or boxed cereal. These substitutions are not only cheaper, they're also loaded with fiber, plant-based protein, and essential nutrients. Another smart tip: cook once, eat twice. Make larger portions of healthy meals, then store leftovers for lunch or dinner the next day. You save money and time without sacrificing quality. Most importantly, always keep your focus on nutrition. Even on a tight budget, you can build a balanced plate that supports your energy, your heart, and your long-term wellness. Aim for 3 simple things: a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables, whole grains like brown rice, oats, and quinoa, healthy proteins like beans, eggs, tofu, or even canned fish. And don't worry if your meals aren't perfect. Progress is better than perfection. Every time you choose real, nourishing food, you're making an investment in your health, your independence, and your future. So here's your takeaway: cut back on processed foods. Get creative with healthy substitutions. And always come back to what matters most: nutrition that supports your life. Because you deserve to feel good, eat well, and thrive no matter your budget.